We now move to our third keynote, and by Ella Saltmarshe. And to introduce her, I'd like to hand the floor to my colleague, Professor Derek Hahn, the Executive Dean of the DCU Faculty for Humanities and Social Sciences.
So listen, thank you for the invitation to introduce this session and to chair the Q&A after Ella has spoken. Just to welcome you to the Helix here in Dublin City University and to welcome you to an event from the Centre for Climate and Society, which is based within the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. One thing that struck me this morning at the session I was at, the first session, and I come out of a school of English, so I've studied literature and so on, and the idea of the arts being hugely important in terms of our engagement with the issue of climate change. But also, I suppose, that intersection between, reading, something more, contemplative and action, and doing things in the real world. Because even the great poets who we would consider as nature poets, part of what they were trying to do was to capture that moment, to capture that human interaction with the world about them. But also, I think, to move beyond merely thinking and the imagination into the world of action. And the reason I'm commenting a little upon that is because I think from Ella Saltmarshe's work, it's precisely around that sense of making things happen. As she says herself, she tries to make things happen at the intersection of culture, narrative, and systems change. And as the director of the Long Time Project, she is a part of trying to galvanize the public imagination and collective action to help us all be good ancestors. I think that's interesting, and I'm really excited to hear about the kind of projects that she's involved in. Alongside that work in the Long Time Project, she's co-founder of Internarratives in partnership with the Environment Funders Network, which brings together over 100 organisations to regularly share polling, insight and narrative strategy with each other to lead more effective storytelling across environment and social justice movements. And again, that emphasis on narrative, on storytelling, and the way in which that moment of storytelling is an opportunity to share, to engage, and then ultimately to act, as I say, in the real world. So Ella Saltmarshe's talk today is entitled Time and Intergenerational Climate Justice. So I'm really looking forward to what she has to say, and there will be time at the end for questions and answers. So I think if we can give a rousing welcome to Ella, that would be great. Thank you.